What's up, dudes, and welcome to Dynamite Rocketship. I'm Toby McMullen. We're coming to you from Brooklyn, New York, the wrong side of the tracks. If you're wondering where the studio is, it's on the corner of Bad News and Watch Your Back.
Right next to a chicken slaughterhouse, actually, if you really want to find it.
He ain't lying. The kids are out there doing graffiti. I saw a pigeon that was covered in spray paint the other day. That's real.
God damn, it's Baghdad out here, baby.
We couldn't be more stoked, man. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're listening on any of the audio platforms, subscribe there as well. Leave us a nice review. And if you'd like to call into the show or check out some bonus content, head over to patreon.com. We got a bunch of stuff cooking over there for you. I'm joined today, as always, by my co-host, my co-conspirator, a man who just loves showing off his little tummy and his crop tee, my right-hand man, and one of my best pals in the whole wide world. Give it up for Tucker Brookshire.
That's right, Toby in a slutty little outfit today. Me and Toby in all black, representing the hole that has been left in our hearts from all the years of pain and sorrow we've experienced. But I'm thrilled to be here, Toby, back in the motherfucking cockpit. Can you do me a solid and tell me, who do we have on the show today, baby?
Today, on the couch, we are joined by two of my favorite people in the world. Closest to me, on the right side of the old couch there, is a guy hails from Canada, but you'd never know that because he's a rad dude and he keeps it to himself, like a tolerable vegan. This guy, he never brings it up, which I love. He's absolutely hilarious. He's got a brand new podcast out on YouTube and all the audio platforms called Dark Holes. You got to check it out. He also streams on Twitch, one of the only comics that do it right over there, and is a hilarious stand-up comedian. You got to see him live. He's one of my favorites. Please give it up for Durena.
Yeah. I will say the area a little sketchy. Great Dominican food out here.
Yes,
you
sir.
can get some good ass fucking Dominican food out here.
Oh,
dude.
there's some grub.
Yeah, there's some grub, dude, and cheap. You get $10. You're getting a plate of rice and chicken that'll blow your mind.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Only affordable food in New York, baby.
Yeah.
And rent. All you got to do is dodge the knives. To Che's left, we have one of my longest running pals in comedy, hilarious stand-up comedian. He's got a great pod called Roommates-in-Law. He's a guy who will really get a couple pops in him and tell you how he really feels. Please give it up for Tim Smith.
What the hell? You're like, hey, you want me to say anything about you? I was like, just don't mention I could be a prick when I'm hammered. You're like, got it.
Toby was like, Che does Twitch amazing, and this next guy has cursed me out when he's hammered.
Tough start for the kid. We'll get him back, though. We'll get him back.
Well, we gotta let him know that we're actually bros.
We are broed up, unfortunately.
Someone's got to be the heel of the pod. You got to take that heel position. Yeah.
Well, I hate how this is going already. Glad to be here, folks. I already got yelled at by the barista downstairs. We're 3 minutes into the pod. You're like, this guy's a fucking douche. Amazing start for the kid.
Oh, he takes it well though. Yeah, that barista downstairs got a real dude on him.
Not a friendly man at all.
No one in this fucking town can do their job. Figure it out, people. Unbelievable.
What is it with like the like right on the border of like men or Gen Z millennial service workers that they're just always in the shittiest mood? And I'm like, bro, your job is like hospitality. You're supposed to make me feel nice. And they're like, yeah, fuck you for ordering.
Yeah, you can't apply for that job and then be a prick when you're asked to do the job.
No,
You
dude.
sent in an application to do this exact thing.
Yeah,
And now you're going to be a little pill when I need a latte?
Yeah, it's like-
little bit.
I don't
What
know.
the hell?
As a guy who worked in the service industry and was pretty rude to people, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, man.
But as I get older, I was also in the service industry, but as I get older, I'm like, guys, figure it the fuck out or go find another job. With all due respect,
Listen, boys, here's the good news. The phone lines are blowing up.
Yeah.
Sign up on the old Patreon. You can call into the show. Today we're talking a little bit of romance. That's the plan. We'll see if it works. Let's fire up this first call. What do you say, folks?
bingo.
What's up? You're on Dynamite Rocketship. How can we assist?
T-Bone,
What's good, bro?
can you hear me?
I can indeed.
Oh, you made it. I was on the other end of your what's happening?
Oh, no. That didn't happen. We certainly didn't edit that out of the episode. What's good, dude? Thanks for calling in.
Oh, absolutely not.
Where are you calling from, bro?
Philadelphia.
Yes, sir. God's country.
We love Philly. So you're on the line here with myself, Tucker Brookshire, Che Durena, and our boy Tim Smith. We're talking a little bit of romance on the show today. If that's what you're into. If not, you just want to call us dumb and make fun of our haircuts, you're more than welcome to that as well.
I can do romance.
Hell yeah. Are you a single fella?
I am a recently engaged fellow.
Oh,
Spicy.
Big.
nice. How long were you guys dating before you tied the knot there?
It's complicated. Let's call it 3.5 years.
Okay.
What makes it complicated? A little on-off situation?
Yeah, so we met on Hinge, as most couples these days do.
For sure. Nothing wrong with it.
We met, and she's like, "Hi." Well, this is a double date. Luckily, I had my best friend along with me.
Nice.
And she said, "Hi, nice to meet you. I just got out of a 10-year relationship. I quit my job, and I'm moving to Turkey."
Women are crazy.
Damn.
And I, honest to God, at the time, I felt blessed. I was like, perfect. This is exactly what I deserve.
A real confident fella, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, this beautiful woman, instant connection, moving to Turkey. Of course, that's how it goes for me.
Well, it's like, oh, great, perfect. Oh, we're just gonna have fun. Maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't. But I was like, all right, I can handle this for a little bit.
You can get a good smash in, like, at the very least. You get a couple smashes in, and then you hope for the best.
Well, at that time, it would have been smashing. Today, it would be making love. We got to think about the current context.
Yes, the current context different.
Man, we got someone on the line, and Che really switched to NPR voice.
Yeah.
He really started hitting the bass.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, so why was it complicated?
Nice.
She went to Turkey and then she came back and she hit you up again?
No, she said she was never coming back, and so
How bad was her
pursued-
hair? dude?
This is where you go for the
I
blood
like
surgery.
that. I would say one of the beauties of the Istanbul airport is seeing how many bloody heads are leaving the country.
Yeah.
Oh, dude's just hiding it.
Why did she pick Turkey, may I ask?
That is where she's from.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
European woman.
And so it was, "Hi, I'm never coming back." And I said, "Are you sure about that?" And two trips to Turkey, and 6 months later, she returned to sunny Philadelphia.
Dude, this guy's dick game is
I was about to say,
yeah.
kid flew over there and piped it down a few times.
I mean, I think
Get a flight back,
we
maybe.
can do a callback to the first show. It would be the girth, not the length.
The girl, he's a girth
Oh,
boy.
the last
A
step.
girth king.
Girth
Yeah.
king, dude.
Fill
That
him
is
up.
where it's at. Stretch him out.
Stretch them out, fill them up. They'll fly across the sea, boys.
Hell yeah. Where are you doing the venue? Where are you doing the wedding?
We're going back to Turkey.
You're doing it in Turkey. Destination
that'll be
wedding.
a
Your
fun-
friends fucking hate you, dude.
Dude, back to where it all
Yeah,
began.
it's a suggestion, not an obligation. Like, my parents are coming. I don't think my aunts and uncles are exactly getting on the plane to do that. They think there's camels there.
Sure. They probably don't support the union anyway. You're going where to get married? This is never going to work. Kid. I'm not flying over there.
They support the union. They just won't be making that trip.
Hey, why did her 10-year relationship fall apart?
It's just irreconcilable differences.
Sure.
Heard of those?
Sure.
What about what's the price tag on this thing?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know yet, to be honest. You're probably talking six digits.
Whoa! What do you do for work, bro?
I'm an accountant.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
This
okay.
guy's greasing the numbers, moving some stuff around.
Let me
Yeah,
ask this.
dude.
Can I ask what's her feelings towards the Greeks?
The Greeks.
Yeah, they got a little beef.
A little.
A lot of beef. I've got some Greek friends. I think their olive oil is nice. I probably side with the Turks here.
Of
Yes,
course.
sir,
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
know.
say that. Gotta do that.
Peace in the house, man. That's what you got to do. I was banging a Turkish chick for a bit, and I asked her, I was like, what's the beef about? And she was like, oh, people just argue about, like, tzatziki, like, who made it. And then I talked to a Greek guy. I was like, it's about tzatziki. He's like, ask her about the 400 years of slavery.
She's like, it was the big hummus.
Do not dare claim the cuisine.
Yeah, no.
Oh, those PETA wars are brutal. Buddy, well, thanks so much for calling back in. Great to talk to you.
Wait, can we get your name one more time? Because you called in last time as well. What's your name, brother?
John,
You're the GOAT, my guy.
The Girth King, John.
The Girth King. Yeah,
Girth, shout out to
Thick one on
I
him.
really appreciate that. Those are kind words.
Hell yeah. Well, send us an invite to that wedding. We'll send you a really well-worded no.
I'll frame that no and put it on my desk. It'll be a keepsake.
Hell yeah, dude. Well,
Legend.
congrats on the engagement and good luck with the wedding, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.
All right. Later, bro.
That guy's got a kebab on him.
Yes, sir.
I was sitting on that. I'm like, when do I get to say this?
Dude, that was so funny. Chet, you're such a like a raucous, fun-loving guy. And the second that guy started talking, it was like I was introducing you to my mom.
Yeah,
you
gotta bring the energy down.
You buttoned it up. Oh, we got another one. How about that?
Come on now.
Hey, what's up? Thanks so much for calling. You're on Dynamite Rocketship.
What's going on?
How's it
How you
going?
guys doing?
Is this Ethan from Philadelphia?
Good. This is Ethan from Philadelphia. Yeah, I'm a Patreon subscriber. I got the number legally now.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hell yeah. Shout out to you, brother.
This guy called in last week. His boy leaked the number. We love to
Dude,
hear
that's
it.
so funny. How down bad. I gotta call in. to Rocketship Radio.
Oh man! if we just keep getting the same guys, we're gonna have to start paying them or something.
Yes, certainly.
Dude, Eth,
Hey,
we're talking.
listen, you want to start paying me? I'll take it. That's fine.
Oh, Philly dirtbag through and through. He's like, yeah, I'll do side work, whatever you need, bro. I'll get in there. I'll do some drywall for you. I'll do the carpet, whatever you want, bro.
We need a contractor right now, brother. If you're willing to take the old metro down here, throw a couple 4x4s up, we'll pay you.
No, I won't set foot in the city of New York till baseball season starts again. I can't do that.
God, imagine living in Philadelphia and having the balls to talk shit about another city. That's fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean, New York is an open wound on the face of the earth. Don't act like that.
Oh yeah, and all those zombies you guys got running around that city are so enticing, buddy. We're talking romance. We're talking romance here. Are you a single fella? Are you in a relationship? What's your deal?
No, I'm married. I called in because I never miss an opportunity to talk about how fucking cool my wife is. So
yes,
romance
sir.
on the
Amazing.
thing.
Dude, the thing about Ethan is he just continues to be the GOAT, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome. How'd you and your wife meet, Ethan?
We met online about 10 years ago. We went out to eat in Chinatown, and within 5 minutes of us eating, impressed with myself, and I've been in love ever since.
Wow, I absolutely love to hear that. Incredible. When did you sleep with her? How long did it take?
Actually, she made me wait 5 dates.
Whoa.
If my
Oh, that's not
mother-in-law's
bad. That's a
ever gonna
reasonable
listen.
amount.
Reasonable.
This is a
Five
guy.
dates?
This is a guy who hasn't been on a date in 10 years.
Oh, they met online 10 years ago. People were playing a little safer. I think 5
Okay,
dates
yeah.
is reasonable.
Right, sure. I guess we're all whores now.
Yeah, Tim's been in a relationship for 13 years. He doesn't know what's going on out in
Yeah,
these streets.
dude.
I'm totally lost. I'd
Dude.
be cooked if I had to get back out there.
After date 2, I'd be like, we got golden pussy.
Yeah, you gotta let me eat the box bare minimum or something. I gotta know what we got going on. Life is short.
How long have you been married for?
We've only been married for 2 years, so we did it a little backwards. We started dating, and then we bought a house, and then 2 years later we got married.
Oh, took the lesbian approach. Just get in a house together real quick. Has never put a ring on it. That's great, dude. What does your lovely wife do for work?
She works. I don't know if I should say the name of the institution. She works.
No, keep it
She works
vague.
for a major university in Philly. She does fundraising and stuff like that.
Oh, she's in the admin department at DeVry.
It's a little more impressive than DeVry. If it was DeVry, I'd shout him out. They need the advertising. But
Hell yeah.
Well, why does she rule? What's a top 2 attribute that she's got?
Don't say tits.
No, I mean she's funny and she keeps me straight. She lets me know when I'm being an asshole, and she makes me laugh a lot. So that's how it works.
There's love out there, folks.
Wow, Ethan's just a good dude.
This
We
is
absolutely
stone cold
love to
good
hear.
Oh
it.
my god, Ethan just makes me really notice the cement block I have in my chest where my heart used to be.
I'm like, what did she do to your brother, and how did it affect you mentally?
Ethan's like, well, the thing I love most about her is her undying love and affection for me, and I'm like, I'll never feel love again.
I'm like, why didn't she fuck you after the 3rd date, though?
I don't know. She's seen me at my worst and loves me anyway. We just start bawling our eyes out. Oh, this guy's gay, huh?
Dude, well, hell yeah, man! Congrats! Thanks for showing us that there's still love out there to be had.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for doing the show. Thanks for taking my call.
Hell yeah, man! We appreciate it, dude.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, later, dog. Hell yeah! What a sweetie pie this
Sweet
guy
man.
is.
Yeah, nice dude, man.
Still good dudes out there,
It
folks.
gives you confidence of what is potentially out there in the future. You
Yeah.
can lock down a good lady.
Yeah. And Tim, how did you and Lizzie meet? You guys met. That's your fiance. How did y'all meet?
We met. We were working at the same law firm, so we met in real life.
Oh, right.
I think you got to meet post all the apps. I think the apps have everything cooked.
Right.
Yeah.
It's done now.
I know. I think. I mean, I just started seeing a lady, but I also didn't app her. I didn't app her.
Real
No,
life
yeah,
or
yeah.
through friends?
Through online. I saw she was in some clips that were going viral, and I slid into the DMs. I just straight up was like, "Are you single?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Can I take you to dinner?"
Huge.
Can
Yeah,
I say
huge.
I do that as well? And I showed it to Toby the other day, and Toby said, "What is wrong with you?"
Really?
That's wild to me.
Yeah.
What was your opening DM?
Are you single?
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah,
just right to it.
right. Well, so she followed me and I followed her, and there was like,
Did you play the Instagram game of like you like a couple pics, she likes a couple pics?
Fire
So-
emoji.
I hadn't not exactly that, but kind of that. So I had I sometimes will put a question on my story to get like things for my pod. She answered a couple of those questions, and then she was live. I went in her live and I like commented, and so there was like a friend referred to it as digital flirting,
Right.
And then so there was a little bit of rapport established. Nothing like we had never messaged, and so when I slid into the DMs, I was just like, let's just shoot right for it. And I also kind of changed my mentality of dating, where I was like, oh, now I'm actually dating to meet someone. So
I was gonna say announcing that you're in a committed relationship, just big titted goths, hearts breaking nationwide, dude. Because you do my favorite promos in comedy, where you just the unhinged DMs you get of people being like, "Let me milk you."
yeah,
We have very different online
I'm in
presences.
Tacoma, Washington this weekend.
Literally, it's great.
That rules. Chuck, you're kind of a wild DM sender, are you not?
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely let it fly like you would not believe. That's why it was nice to hear. I'm talking anybody.
yeah.
Well, you have a couple of choice lines that you toss out there.
I hit him with the, "Hey, are you single?" I'll hit him with a, nice cat. I'll hit him with a, "What you doing this weekend?" All kinds of shit.
All right. That's
I'm always locked and loaded in a DM. I find absolutely nothing wrong with it. If you exist on the internet, I'll find you. You put on one skimpy outfit on Instagram.com, and I'm going to be in
You're
there
gonna
going,
hear from
"Talk to me."
I mean, I am such a coward. I would never DM first.
Oh, I could not kill this. I'm honestly waiting for a woman to be like, "Hey, this fucking guy like DM me and asked to see my pussy." Like, "Hey, babe, I was single and I was a dog." It is what it is.
I like the idea of you using those powers for good. Like someone's like, my daughter's missing. There's security camera footage of her, and you like fucking. You're like, I'll find her.
You could literally do. You hit the tag photos. You find the friend. You go, that's where the friend is. The friend knows the friend. Then you find her where she's hiding in the back of a boat.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Dude, look
Going
at
full Boston Marathon bomber on us.
Just a random piece of mail shows up at her mother's house when she's there that weekend. How the fuck did he find me here?
Don't be cute on the internet. There's no hiding. Yeah, maybe cut some of this out there. I'm seeming a little psychotic up here.
How has it been, getting back into serious relationship town?
So, well, it's really fresh. She lives in a different state, so we've only hung out a couple times, but we're talking quite a bit. But I've already started like all the roster is getting banished, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I'm heading back home soon, and my buddy hit me up, and there used to be a fling that I would have when I go back home, and he hit me up being like, "Oh, so and so wants your number again," and I was like, "Tell her I'm off the market."
Yes,
Yeah, tell her
Big.
can't have it,
the meat
dude.
market's closed,
Yeah,
babe.
Good
dude.
guy alert.
You
Let's
you
go.
want a slice of big ched? I'm sorry, we're sold out.
Sucks to suck. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I decided in my head that my nickname for you is Big Cheddar.
I like it. Big Cheddar's
Big
great.
Cheddar on the couch, dude.
Big Cheddar rules, dude.
Hell yeah,
Dude, get that on a t-shirt. Stat, dog.
Toby, are you
Yeah.
a single fella?
I am.
What's your move out there? You hitting the DM button or what?
Honestly, my move recently has been freaking about everything that's happened in this room here. So
You're just fucking Tucker for right now, right?
yeah.
With that thick hog, I could never. Good lord, that'd be vehicular manslaughter with that fucking.
Do you got a piece on you? You got a big fat hog?
I'm doing all right. Yeah.
Yeah, sick,
Pieced up.
dude. That's crazy.
Pieced
dog.
up cutie.
Pieced up cutie.
Yeah. No. So I haven't been in the pursuit or really. No.
No, let's keep talking about how fat that cock of yours is. Don't just be brushing over that topic there, Buster. This is a cock-sized show, and we know it.
Oh, no one cares about dick size except straight dudes. It's the only guys.
I'm
Right.
obsessed. I know all my boys' dick size. It's just nice to know what's going on out there.
Yeah.
I like to see see where I'm at in the world. You never
Yeah,
know.
dude, if you want to be in my friend group, I take a cup of water, I put it on the ground, I go, put it in. How much you displace in there, dog? Let me see.
No, take your balls out. Balls don't count.
No
Balls and dick in a cup. Good lord.
Yeah, I went to boarding school, so I'm like, I got all of my seeing my bro's dick out early. I'm good on seeing other
Right.
guys' joints.
Fair,
yeah.
Good for you. That's a good thing to get out of your system.
I've got just a nice, perfectly average piece, just a little bigger than an iPhone 6. head poking out the top there. iPhone 6 and 0.25 inches long for the record, but don't make me Google it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm in a spot where it's like with the people that I have hooked up with, I was in like a long distance thing at the beginning of the year that crashed and burned, and then it's like I've just been trying to be real honest
Yeah.
and just being like, I'm not looking for a serious thing. I'm just as emotionally unavailable as a human being can be. I'm a robot inside. I feel nothing. So if you want to hang, I'm down. But like, if you're like looking for a relationship, I ain't the dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know where you're at. And I think that being honest is the important part. Like I was for years, since pretty much since I was sexually active, was like, yeah, no, I'm just trying to fuck. And then when probably like 3 months before I went on a date with this girl, I was like, oh, I want to meet someone. And it changed how I'm approaching everything. Like when we went on the
Cut to Che on stage being like, so you eat ass or what? You grubbing down on buttholes or what's your vibe, bro?
I'm growing into like a different grown-up man now. Show me those fucking tits.
I mean, I didn't lose myself completely.
Still a dumb, still barking.
Still.
What was the catalyst that changed your pursuit?
Well, I think you just get tired, dude. The way I've looked at relationships for a long time, it's kind of like where you have a dog, you take him to like a field and you let him off the leash and he runs. And you're like, he's a puppy, you can't get him back on the leash. Eventually he gets so tired that he's laying there. So I just got so tired that a nice lady came along. She's like, I'm going to take you home. And I'm like, all right, okay, let's go home.
Yeah,
So-
your new girlfriend's gonna love that explanation. So what made you find your new girlfriend's fucking exhausting? Dude.
I mean,
Someone just showed up. I
was just being
man.
just being waterboarded with pussy. I finally gave up the nuclear codes.
Absolutely pooped, and I said, "Yeah, you'll do, I guess."
That's not how I meant it. The single life became exhausting, and I wanted something more, something deeper. And
Settle. You wanted to settle.
Yeah, I wanted to. No, I not settle, but I also I wanted to like develop the other side of myself, where like I feel like I'm very good at being alone. I'm very good at being single. Like I've lived alone and been self-sufficient for so long that this is like a new emotional avenue that's gonna like not just be help me be like a more well-rounded person, but it's new challenges to grow and stuff. So it's I'll be better off for it, and doing that with a person is really nice.
Are you someone who needs like to recharge your social battery? You need like some alone time, some space.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Timbo Slice, how'd you and Liz meet?
We worked at the same law firm together.
That's right, you said that.
Mm-hmm.
And now you guys. I'm gonna put you. I really don't mean for this to be the paint your bros in a bad light podcast.
Ruh-roh.
What are you thinking about? Throwing a ring on, tying it up?
Already threw a
Already
ring.
did.
When did that happen?
Tossed a ring on her about 4 years ago.
Dude,
One of my best friends in comedy, Toby McMullen.
I don't know anything
Doesn't
about
know a
my
thing about me.
I don't know, dude. Tucker and I literally had to do a whole Patreon episode where we're like, "Where'd you like? Did you go to college? Like, we've known each other for a decade. What did?
No, I'm goofing with you.
Oh, that's amazing. How did I not know that?
I don't know.
Dude,
for you.
that's literally it's so common. It's a meme. It's like, oh, this is my best friend. I've known him forever. I know his dick size. And they're like, what does he do for work? And you're like,
Great question. Yeah. I proposed to her back in Chicago, and then we just have been engaged for 4 years.
oh, wow.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
yeah. We're not married yet.
Because I was about to be like, why the fuck did I get invited to the wedding?
No. I'm sure we'll go to a courthouse at some point in New Orleans and not invite anybody or tell anybody.
Why New Orleans?
Huh?
Why New Orleans?
We're from Louisiana. That's like our.
okay.
We love
okay.
that's our city. We want to do it there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Have a crawfish.
Yeah.
Do you
Get
relate to
hammered.
what Che was saying about you just kind of after a while you're like, man, I don't need to be doing this anymore? Because he was saying that. I feel the same way. I'm kind
Well,
of like,
it's just so nice to go home and you're like, oh, there's somebody here that loves me.
Yeah.
It's so nice. You don't have to worry about all that other shenanigans or trying to meet somebody or does she like me? It's like, this person loves me. I love her. Why would I try to fuck this up?
oh, that does sound nice.
You know, it's just like a nice thing.
That's how I feel about my cat. I got a little stank. I'm pretty good.
Yeah,
Chilling.
it'll be fine.
I think a big thing for me too was I had to do a lot of personal development. I had to get through all my like childhood trauma, the shit with my parents, and like get to a place where I was comfortable enough being vulnerable with a person. Like being honest about how I feel about them, and like all this stuff like kind of clicked in my head where when we were going on dates, like I said, we've only hung out twice, but we're talking on the phone or whatever, I'm being genuine. I'm not making like, she's like, oh, like if she's like, oh, I like you, I'm not making like a snide comment like, oh yeah, of course you did. Fuck yeah, you like me, I'm
How
the
could
best.
you not? I'm the man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, being like, no, yeah, I like you too. And like that took a long time for me to be able to get there and now that I've done that work, it's like, okay, I can get into this situation, be comfortable, not be insecure, and all those things. Yeah.
it's really ego stuff at the end of the day, just combating your ego.
Very much so. Very much so.
I feel like I'm doing the similar thing, just trying to be like, hey, I'm not. It's not all about me all the fucking time.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
When you're alone for so long, you're just like you never think about anyone but yourself.
And knowing how to accept, like I was really bad at like accepting gifts, accepting any help from anyone, and like it's hard to let someone in when you want to be so independent. And so understanding how to do that, and then like really enjoying when someone treats you nice. She called me mi corazón, and I was like, oh fuck, dude.
What is that?
It's my heart, my little heart.
That was like pork and rice or something.
And I was like, oh, I love that kind of burrito. That's my favorite burrito. No, but I couldn't believe that somebody liked me. And I was like, oh, well, I can't. You want to hang out?
Yeah.
You want to be my friend and know me?
Legitimately one of the most
What the
fun
hell?
one of the most fun people I know.
Yeah. And then you fuck, and then you hang out, and then you act like an asshole, and she still is like, no, you're good.
God,
And
women
you're like,
rock.
whoa, what the hell? Okay.
It's
Well, I
so
can't
crazy
fuck
what
this
women will
up.
put up with. They'll just like,
It's just wild.
I mean,
it makes no sense.
The options are just so bad, you get away with a lot.
yeah, it's sad.
That is true. That is true. There's a bunch of dog shit out there. You just have to be like slightly above average, and most women are like, look at this fucking piece, this diamond that I found. You're not gonna believe this guy.
This guy doesn't even have fucking herpes. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, you guys match so well because you're both just like all-time party animals, good vibes, love some college football.
Why not?
Super Bowl party at your place is always a good ass time.
Absolutely. Yeah, she rips. She's a partier. She accepts me for every flaw that I have. I have showed her all of them multiple times. I feel like I test a little bit. I'm like, do you actually love? Let me misbehave 78 times in a row this week and see if you still want to hang. And then she still wants to hang.
You like
It's
still
incredible.
can't believe her. You're like, no, I got
Dude,
it.
I do that all the time. We got into a big fight the other day, and like we didn't speak for 3 days. I was looking at apartments in Chicago. I was like, well, when she leaves me, I am gonna need a place to live.
Yeah.
And she like saw, like, I opened up my phone and there was all these 1-bedroom apartments. She's like, what the fuck were you doing? I was like, I was absolutely positive you were leaving.
I was really sad.
That's so much worse than her finding your porn history.
Oh, dude, infinitely worse. I'm looking at shitty garden units in Lakeview. Tough look for the kid. She's like, we've been together for 13 years, you absolute dip. You think I'm going to be mad just because you pooped your pants again?
Oh man, yeah, I can't. I truly can't imagine sharing myself like that with another person ever again.
What's your? I know this is a wild, like maybe this is too therapy-ish, but what's your parents' relationship like? Are they in a happy marriage, or did they divorce, or like what?
Yeah, they've both been married for forever.
Yeah.
But they both were married and divorced before they had kids, so they still
Yeah.
fall into the 50-50 ends.
Yeah.
The big baggage that I bring is that my last I was in the longest thing, but the relationship before that, of 5 years, my girlfriend passed away of cancer during the pandemic.
Sorry.
So that just that'll just really remove the loving part of your software.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll
Yeah,
destroy
yeah.
that. So now it's just like I like my alone time. I like my cat.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of processing and stuff that has to go through that, and I think you deserve that.
Oh man, you're gonna make me cry, bro.
No, I agree. And you never know. Like that person's out there. I really do think there's someone for everyone. It's just a lot of people just skip past it.
Well,
you know?
yeah, but here's the thing: you find that person, you love them to death, you really open yourself up, and then they die. And then what? I mean, best case scenario, one of you is watching the other one peace out and has to, get the paper by themselves. I mean, what are we really setting ourselves up for here, guys?
I mean, women are crazy. Am I right, fellas? Can't even keep one alive out here.
I mean,
Little riff from me.
I look at Tim and Lizzie, and I just imagine her in 5 years wearing all black, crying her eyes out in the rain.
It's going to happen for sure. I'm going to die in a very tragic way with just pants full of poop.
He went out how he came in.
Dude, my buddy Yams has the best line ever about what he wants on his tombstone. He goes, bro, I figured out what I want on my tombstone. I was like, all right, lay it on me, dog. He goes, I wanted to say, dying how he lived, going for it. I was like, dude,
That's
so
pretty
fire.
sick.
That's one you
pretty
agree
sick.
to when he's alive, and then after he's dead, you're like, I couldn't do that. That's a tough look for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, no, sorry, man. Yeah.
Tim, I really admire the vulnerability of shitting your pants in front of a. I want something like that.
Is
you
that
know?
really why you guys got in a fight? Was
No. I mean, it's
oh.
like it's the equivalent of shitting my
Right.
pants.
But
It's
I'm
just
sure you've done that in front of
me
me.
misbehaving horribly. Well, I did go through a little 3-month spurt during the pandemic where I was just pissing my pants. It was just the boy when I was like, what would 37 beers do to my body? And it was, you're going to piss all over your belongings like a lot. And yeah, so I did that little run.
Wow.
And I would just wake up the next day and I was like, what is going on? And she's like, you pissed your pants again. I was like, totally.
You're like, all right, let me do 36 beers this time.
Well, I was like, but babe, I am going to wake up at 4 p.m. and then go meet the fellas and I'll see you in 3 days. And she loves me anyway.
I admire that. I admire getting to a point with a woman where you can do shit like that and you can, still. I am so far from that. It's, I'm envious.
Well, that's the beauty of the person. You got a person there that you can actually talk to and tell her your fears and your cry. You know, watch Man on Fire and bawl your eyes out.
Yeah.
For the 10th time in a row.
God, that shit rocks.
Creasy? Come on. What the hell?
Fire,
Your
dude.
boy is absolutely crying.
Controversial take.
Oh, no.
Don't love it.
What?
It's fine.
no.
You don't like Man on Fire, dude?
I can't.
This is this moment right now is what people who post clip making fun of podcasts are. It's one guy being like, Star Wars isn't for me, and people be like, what are you talking about, dude?
Wait, when is the last time you saw it, though? Did you see it 12 years ago and you said not for you?
Like 2 years ago, year and a half ago.
Okay, so you saw it
That's
recently.
recent enough.
Yeah,
That's recent
dude.
enough.
It's not for me. I don't know what to tell you, fellas.
Like
Running over the bridge? What? I mean, your boy is absolutely bawling his eyes out. Can't help myself.
Dude, when he's got the fucking bomb in the guy's butt,
Yes,
he's like,
sir.
I'm a professional. I'm a professional. That's what everyone keeps telling me. I'm a professional.
Oh, my God.
What was the last movie you cried at?
Cry?
I cry during every movie I watch.
Me too.
It doesn't matter what it's about.
Oh my!
If two characters give each other a knowing glance, I start crying.
I cried at Star is Born recently. Seen it 4 times, cry every time.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll do it. V for Vendetta, bawling my eyes out.
Oh, I haven't seen a cryable movie in a bit, but it's always a kid's movie, a Pixar movie. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I know The Incredibles when I was a kid never got me, but now it gets me when they're gonna go save the town. He's like, "You all stay here," and she's like, "What is it? Is this just some exercise for you?" And he's like, "No, I'm not strong enough." And she's like, "Not strong enough for what?" And he's like, "No, I'm not strong enough to lose you again." I'm like,
Yes.
"Oh,
Yes.
yeah."
Also,
That
Mrs.
fucking-
Incredible, an absolute 10 out of 10.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
sir. From
Yeah.
the back.
Jeez.
Goddamn.
Oh, my
Let me
goodness
see it.
gracious.
Yeah.
I gotta shake this animator's hand. What the hell? What if we put an absolute dump truck on this lady?
They were cooking in the studio that day.
Lizzie opens your phone. She's like, really? Mrs. Incredible again?
dude?
Seriously?
There's no one hornier on the planet than an animator.
Yeah,
For sure.
They're doing wild shit in the studio.
I think the last movie I cried at in a theater was Rogue One. And it wasn't because I was so touched by Rogue One. This is how big of a nerd I am.
Yeah.
I was sitting there like, I can't believe we get a Star Wars movie every year now.
Okay, I like that. What did I cry to? I hit 2 Russell Crowe cries recently.
Oh, double crow.
Hit a
Got
couple.
crowed up twice.
Crowed up.
It was what was it? Cinderella Man. That'll get my fat ass.
Ooh, yeah.
Every single time. Gladiator's a heater. I mean, what else will I cry in? What other crow? Did I cry?
Ideal male body, Russell Crowe right now.
You
What?
think so?
I love the way that guy's shaped. I want that so bad.
you want
Is
just
he
like
Like
really
a bucket?
like barrel-sized man, just like all middle.
Just
All middle.
all middle, no head, no leg. Dream by Donkey Kong body.
dude. That's so like, man. You just have to become an alcoholic. I think that's
I guess he has a severe drinking problem. So that going
Can I interest you in 37 beers, Tucker?
Dog, I was on a date with someone and they said that they find Zach Galifianakis to be hot,
really.
and it rocked me to my core. I was like, am I disgusting? Dude?
You're about 120 pounds from Zach Galifianakis, low key.
Yeah, I know, which is like, don't say that. Say Brad Pitt in Fight Club.
Right.
Yeah, that's something that'll just cut me to the core. I was dating someone and they said that they were like, you know who's really hot? And I was like, who? They're like, Joakim Noah. And I was like, what is my type, man?
Who's
that's
Joakim
unacceptable.
Noah?
He played for the Chicago Bulls, big gap tooth, big goofy hair, dominant, awesome player. So charming. Seems like he's the man, but just
Yeah.
not who you want to be compared to.
But if he's 5'9", nobody's saying that. You got to be 6'10" to pull off that look.
yeah, you got to be dangerous in the paint.
Right.
200 mil on him,
If
too.
you're not going that hard in the paint.
But also,
No.
it flips too. Like if a lady looked at my track record of women I've brought home, she'd be like, "I'm in this club." And I'm like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You're one of the lightweights.
It's an exclusive club called Anybody.
All of Chase fights have been catchweight fights.
Yeah, dude. Did you guys ever see like when there's this thing in memes was the fat doomer girl? Like, do you know like the
No, what's that?
there's like those Wojak drawings that are like just like the white face with like a very thin lines and stuff. They're like every meme is a Wojak drawing. There's the Doomer girl who kind of looks like a goth girl, and then there was the fat Doomer girl, and it was a bunch of memes of like this dude hooking up with a fat girl, and it was like kind of depressing. And then there's one of him in a car with another Wojak chick, and she's like, "You fucked the fat Doomer girl," and he's just like staring off into the distance. And me and my buddy were like, "Yeah, we fucked the fat Doomer girl."
Maybe ease up on your internet consumption.
Yeah, oh, dude.
You're fucking online.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Deep.
dove deep into that, and I was like, I am so lost right now.
Dude, sometimes I'll send someone a meme and I got to send them like 4 memes to explain the meme.
This is how I got here.
So here's the history of this meme. Dude.
That's why I could never hook up with someone who's hooked up with my buddies, because I'm like, you fuck that guy? My buddies are they're terrible people.
Right.
Damn, I think the opposite. I go, I don't blame you. My boys rock. I'm like, hell yeah, that's the goat right there. And then I go, how big was it?
Yeah.
I need to know.
Need to know.
I'm so envious of everyone. I feel like everyone's so much further ahead in their romantic lives than me.
Well, how old are you?
32.
Okay, we're the same age, but it comes like, dude, literally, like I told you, it was like 4 months ago that I was
Right.
like, I made a mental decision that I was like, I'm different. And then you have to go through like I didn't understand why people hated dating. I was like, dating is easy. You go, you're the coolest guy ever, and then they suck your dick. That's the formula.
You said, but you're like the guy, like you've gotten so much pussy that you've gone the other way. You're like a millionaire that's telling people like money doesn't buy you happiness. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, but to have that epiphany, you have to become a billionaire.
Yeah.
For the rest of the guys out there just struggling to get pussy, they haven't hit that epiphany yet.
I said that about fucking Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain has that thing because, of course, he fucked like whatever 10,000 women or 20,000 women or whatever he says. But he said I would rather have fucked one woman 20,000 times. I'm like, that's because you did it. Because you have you weren't a famous basketball player for like 15 years and turned down every orgy and you have no what ifs. You did the thing, you got it out of your system, and now you know the beauty of the other side.
I always think about how bizarre it must have been to be having an orgy in like 1950 with like all those fucking suits and.
Yeah, see?
Give me that pussy. Hey, come on down, my lady. We're gonna have 9 bitches over tonight, and I'm gonna plow all through all.
Just a room full of people banging missionary.
Yes.
Not one adventurous maneuver amongst all of them.
I feel like we just invented orgies like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
No, people have been pigs since the beginning of time.
Well, now people are too open for me.
Yeah, too much. Yeah.
The polyamory freaks me out. It makes me feel like a dork, is what it does.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, why can't I just be like all good and not worried about that stuff? But
do you know one poly relationship that is even remotely working?
No. Well, every polyamorous relationship is one person being like, I want to see other people, and the guy going, what, do you think I can get pussy?
Yeah.
I just did 7,000 push-ups. Of course I can get pussy.
All right, guys, I'm right here. I'm upstairs. Okay.
I did a show at a swinger convention years ago, and a lot of them were like, yeah, we've been swinging for years and years and years. We keep it private. My perspective on the whole like polyamory versus monogamy, I'm like, I just want us to coexist. I think both can work, but I don't think like one impedes on the other, and we should just like be like, hey, like we can share the same space kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. I to be perfectly honest, I don't give a shit what anybody does.
Yeah, just do what you want. Is for some, if you're listening to this and you and your girlfriend do some crazy shit, she puts stuff in your butt, that's fine.
Amen.
Love
By
that.
all means.
Yeah.
But is it poly kind of different than swingers? Because don't swingers, they go and do it together, right?
Sometimes you swap. Sometimes you just.
But
go
it's
out.
like they go to a place and it's like a swinger thing, and they're both there together with a set of rules.
Oh, they
where
can. Yeah, you
poly
can
is
do
like
it.
you're kind of out fucking around on your own terms, and then you come back together.
Tim's
and
like,
you're
and where exactly do those meetings happen? At what time?
Lizzie and I got a guy gave us a card in New Orleans. He was our Uber driver, and he was clearly trying to fuck Lizzie. And he gave me his card, and I didn't look at it until we got out, but it just had a big roach on it. He was an exterminator. Yeah. And I was like, brother, there is a 0% chance I'm showing up to your roach-infested apartment with the love of my life, being like, yeah, you want to get plowed by a 93-year-old man?
Dude. You're like
shoot or shoot.
Shoot or shoot, dude.
You're like, buddy, you're an exterminator. There's roaches all over the place. Like, well, you don't want to come home and do work.
I don't really work home with you.
Yeah, work is work.
But the reason he's doing that is because he did it once and it worked.
Yeah,
It
it
all
worked
through that.
35 years ago.
Yeah.
I've never been approached like that. I've never had a threesome. I've never had anyone be like, yeah, come bang my wife or whatever. That would freak me out, dude.
At the swingers convention, I banged a dude's wife.
Was
Yeah.
he
there?
Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
Talk to me, Jay. Go and do it slowly and in very in-depth detail, baby.
So he's just like in the corner having a bev?
So we did the show. After the show, this guy comes, yeah, you're really funny, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And then he's like, you want to fuck my wife? And I was like, yeah, sure. Because the convention took place in a Holiday Inn, I think it was, where they rented out the entire building.
It wasn't the Ritz?
No, it wasn't the Ritz.
Oh, no way.
They didn't do this one in the Ritz. It was nice, though. There was a pool. But then, so I go up to the room. I'm banging his wife. He was sitting in the corner for a bit, and then he got on the bed, and she was blowing him as I was just, like, drilling her from behind. And then the only part that really sucked was at one point I, like, shifted, and our hands touched. And I was like, wow. Yeah, dude. That was unfortunate.
Oh,
yeah.
the caress of a ringed finger
Yeah.
didn't get you going?
Were they relatively young and in shape-ish people?
They were both like relatively attractive. They were, I wouldn't say young. They're probably in their mid 40s.
That'll play.
Yeah.
Now, when
Yeah.
you're doing that, do you ever think about maybe sucking the guy off or something just to
Never.
All right, just asking. Just in the middle, just experimenting.
I love that there was no rip there. He goes, no, never. The fuck are you talking about it there?
I just wanted to, get the deets.
Are you sitting there at any point going, how did I get here?
So the one thing where I was like, wow, this, like, if someone had photographed it, it would have looked depressing because you could see the light from the Holiday Inn sign shining through the window. Like the lights were off, but our moon was a big glowing Holiday Inn sign.
Just Holiday Inn extended stay in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even the good one.
Oh my God. What's that free breakfast like the next day?
Hey.
What do you do after? You just put your pants on and leave?
Yeah, no, I just was there like, oh, that was, she was like, that's great. And I think
Hug for her, firm handshake for him, and you're on your way.
And I was like, all right, bye, guys. Because there's a whole party going on downstairs. So then you just fucking go down, you go to the party. There was like rooms, because they rented out the whole place. There was rooms you could go into, like go to the 4th floor, go to room like 221 or something. And there'd just be like people fucking in there and you could just go watch.
God, you know it just smelled bad in that place.
Yeah.
I could never do a devil's three-way.
I've done a devil's three-way.
Yeah, you just told us all about it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I was thinking of a different one. Because that was just like her blowing him. I've had one where it was like me and my buddy both smashed this one chick, and that was that. So that one we had they were roommates, and we had both fucked different girls. And my buddy was texting me. He's like, "We gotta go back there. We gotta go back there." And we go back, and just the one girl's there, and we're drinking and stuff. And I was kind of like, "So is this going?" And she was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "We're both like," and she was like, "Okay." And then we're like double teaming her, and then the friend came home, and then we were all fucking they had a third roommate. We were fucking in the third roommate's bed. So like, which I thought was super disrespectful.
So rude.
Yeah,
taking your pants off. This is kind of fucked up, guys.
Yeah, dude, 4 people fucking in your bed you're not even there
Oh,
to
I would
have
be
fun.
so mad.
Yeah, you'd be furious, right?
Dude, your exhaustion towards single life is making a lot more sense now. You're 2 stories deep, and I'm like, I'm pooped over here. I gotta call Lizzie. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm up here like, I got work to do.
See, I could never, because I'm so like desperate for attention and approval that it's like I want to be like I want to be the special little boy. I want you to. It's like
You're the star of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. It was more like it's just like a fun thing to do. I didn't like some people make a habit of it, but it wasn't like if a thing. I tried to do it with another buddy. Multiple times we tried to do it, and it just never fell into place. But it's more because it's just like remember that one time, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Hey, how do you pick the buddy?
It's just one of your
Great
best
questions.
one of your best boys. You know which boy, like you. I know which one of my boys are horn dogs and down for that.
Which would be down. Okay, yeah.
No,
If
see,
I'm like
I've
going
been-
through the roster of my pals, I'm like, I got 3. That would be like absolutely.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
them sitting right there.
Can I ask? So I had this happen recently where it was like me and my boy and a chick, and we were like looking at each other like we should fucking.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to like say. I didn't know how to bring it up. You were just like, we should just go for it.
Well, part of what it was it was literally that same week we had both smashed in that house other women. And so we were going back like in that context, like kind of getting it going out of the blue. I don't know, might be a little bit tougher. I've never done that before.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, I think not every chick, but some chicks, like, yeah, they're like, dude, 2 dudes are down. Like most time guys aren't down for that.
Right,
And
yeah.
so she, like a chick who's like horny like that would be like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. Toby,
What?
let's do it on the Patreon, baby.
Nope. Absolutely not.
This pod is just 3 scared boys and Che. Oh, incredible. Not even recording this thing. We just wanted to talk to you. Holy Lord in
Yeah,
heaven.
I could never. It's like I'm not like prudish by any means, but I do
Yeah.
have some like prudish tendencies where
Yeah.
I mean, this is like the most openly I've talked about sex stuff ever in front of a microphone. Hands are sweating.
Yeah.
It makes me so uncomfortable.
Well, it feels nice that I like met someone now because I feel like I have dad lore. Like, not that I'm like got a kid on the way or something, but if I was to have a kid and then like, whatever, he's like fucking 17 and he's like, yeah, you know, I'm hooking up with this girl. And I'd be like, yeah, you're fucking, you think you got the shit, dude? I drop a little story. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, your dad used to fucking be around.
You'll never guess what I did in a Holiday Inn Express one night. Wait, so does your new lady, does she know about your piggish past?
I think she's pretty aware. Like she's aware of like my online stuff because I put it all out there.
Oh,
Like,
okay, okay.
I'm very open about all this stuff and like my content and everything like that. Yeah. But
That's honestly why we thought this would be a great topic for the two of you guys because
Yeah.
it's like polar opposites.
Yeah. I make love. We cry. We watch Cinderella Man and cry. And make love.
Well, the other elephant in the room that we've been really dancing around here is that Tucker can't bust.
Oh, you can't come?
I forget that's even an elephant. Yeah. I
You're
don't
still not busting?
I'll bust like 1 out of every like maybe 10, but I got to really get to know the woman. I really need to know the woman to be busting consistently. And even then it's kind of difficult.
Those are crazy numbers.
yeah, it's crazy.
How much porn are you watching?
No, it's not even porn. It's because I barely watch porn at all. It's because I grew up so religious and I have all this like deep-seated shame. I went to sex therapy for like 10 years.
Wow.
I had all this deep-seated shame. Like when I would grind on chicks in high school, I'd be like, no boners, no boners, no boners, no boners, no boners. And then like when I was like first fucking, I'd be like, for some reason coming felt like I was going to go to hell or something. I'd be like, no coming, no coming, no coming, no coming. So it was like a way to like protect myself, and I've been dealing with it ever since.
It's my hell barrier, too. I love the idea of you get to the pearly gates and he's like, how are you here? And he's like, and you're like, I never came, dude. Didn't jizz.
But I am working on it, fellas. And every now and then I will bust. And I'm like, I'm fucking back. And then you know,
Is that a big moment when you feel it teeing up? You're like, oh, it's gonna happen.
yeah. Well, it's not even a big moment. It's more like me going like, oh, okay, I'm here with this chick now. Which it's like more of like an emotional moment.
It's like, is it a relief?
Yeah, very, very much. But I just sleep with random women so consistently that I'm never busting with a random woman.
Yeah.
So it's like very rare for me, unless like if I'm seeing a woman as much as I need to bust, we're pretty close.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Cool.
I would imagine the ladies are hating that.
Well, here's the deal. That means I clap for like 2 hours if you want.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, a lot of them are like, could we get to the fucking point? But some women are like, just go to town on me. I'll just fucking wait here. And I'm like, babe, finally someone who likes me.
So I had like the opposite problem of you, the no bust, where like I had such bad sex anxiety of being like, oh, what if I can't perform, that sometimes I just couldn't get it up.
Oh, I've had that.
Yeah, where I'm just like, but I'm like, oh, I'm going to look like a fool. And I would get super stressed out. But every time I was in like a closer thing with it just goes away.
Same.
Yeah.
Couldn't get my dick hard for many years because I was so nervous.
And then, but then like Viagra just fixes.
I was gonna say you've never experienced the limitless pill that is Blue Chew.
Because then what that does, it's not even so much that, of course it works, but it's the mental aspect of I'm not worried about it because I now have this placebo effect. So the thing that's making me not get the boner just isn't even there, and so now I'm super boned.
Well, what is that? What are the nerves? Are you nervous that you're not going to be able to perform well, or that she's gonna? It wasn't any good, and she's going to talk about you to her friends after.
Like you can put any sort of like direct correlation on it, but what it really just comes down to is like an insecurity in myself.
Okay,
and that's all it was. And it's like oh well, just don't feel that way. But it's like well, just don't be afraid of spiders. Or
kind of had nothing to do with the person that was there.
No, not
Dude,
at all.
You know what fixed me? So I was seeing this sex therapist, and this dude would we'd like first off.
I thought you were gonna be like you would jerk me off.
And I mean, this guy was just balls deep in me, and I was like, you know what, life ain't bad.
Yeah, dude. This guy could make me come. Let me sit
in a bathhouse, like, I'm going to sex therapy.
No, we would sit in front of each other. I would sit like cross-legged. He would sit cross-legged. He was like this old bald dude. And we would do meditations on my cock, and he'd bang a gong, and we did that for like months. And then eventually, like he would like repeat these like incantations about like my manhood and all kinds of wild shit.
Wait, what's meditating on your cock? What does that mean?
He would like
sex therapy sounds so healthy when you say it, and now knowing this, I'm like, oh, you got ripped off.
No, it was
clear
it was
scam.
honestly amazing. And he would like he would send me these like guided meditations where you like focus on your boner and like you focus on your cock and like the feelings you have about your cock. It was crazy, bro.
Wow.
Now I'm just totally normal. Didn't affect me at all.
You're just sitting there cross-legged going, calm. I need to calm.
Yeah, would love to bust any day now. Forget what it's like.
Do you have a problem when you jerk off?
No, because I'm all alone. You know, there's no thinking.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm with a partner, it's like he's saying, it's so much thought. It's so much guilt and thought and anxiety.
Well, you boys are in hell. God damn, this sounds hard.
Yeah.
Not a drop of poop in my pants, though. I'll tell you that much. Not to brag.
Tim's gonna walk out of this room like nailing it. I knew I was making the right calls this whole time.
Walk right to the bathroom, get a little poop out of my pants.
No. This is the Wilt Chamberlain experience. You go, okay, the grass is not greener.
It's so interesting. Sex is just so interesting. It's such a natural part of everyone's life, but it's so different for everybody. It's bizarre. It's I find it so. It says so much about a person, but also it says so little at the same time.
Well, we've tied so many things to it. We tied like shame to it. We tied like a big part of what helped me like get over any sort of anxiety with it was like I had to detach my masculinity from it. Like you have to be like, oh, if I'm not fucking, I'm not performing, I'm not a man, and you're insecure about your own masculinity.
Yes, bro.
And
that's
like,
what we talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, and like let go of that, and that then you start to be like, okay, doesn't matter. It's not this big thing. It fucking that, and all that process helps.
So you're walking into a hotel room at the Holiday Inn.
You're like, you don't have to be a man.
Where is the crossover here?
Dude, well, some of the then you go back like a part of the motivations of I think being so promiscuous when I was younger was I had to like constantly feel like I was justifying my own masculinity, and I would do it through trying to fuck a bunch of chicks.
Hey, we're the same guy, bro.
Dude.
Interesting.
But then I also got to a point where I started to let go of that, but then I was like, oh, I think I still enjoy the promiscuity, and I think people should be liberated sexually, and we shouldn't let these things hold us back, and we should have more freedom with sex. So then I was still exploring it for those reasons, just purely for like having like a lack of shame around sex.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I find from being so repressed sexually that I can't go back to that, so I'm incredibly open sexually. It's like I have to flip the switch the other way because I'm so afraid of being repressed again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never had, like, I'm pretty secure in myself. I don't feel like my masculinity is tied to sexual performance, but make no mistake, my ego is still there. I go down on chicks like I'm trying to get on the high score.
Yeah,
like I'm trying to get on the leaderboard, dude.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything completely wrong with that, though, wanting to fucking knock it out of the park. Be like, yeah, I'm the fucking best. Yeah. You should get in there with a little bit of bravado, I think. Yeah, not so much that you're not in the moment, but you should be able to be like, I'm gonna fucking smash it, dude.
Yeah,
because it's like fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing to
It's a
to
great
do.
activity.
Get in there and get aggressive.
It's a great activity.
Yeah. You think about like I'm gonna do this new move or something. Like I have little hands, so I'm not a good choker. I have to like choke with 2 hands.
Oh my! It just occurred to me. Hi, Mom. So sorry about this. Continue, Jay.
So what I do sometimes is I fucking like the cuddle position and I put her in the rear naked and I fucking I get in there.
Fire.
He just
full
shows up with those
technique.
Hulk hands on. I'm gonna choke the shit out of you.
Oh, dude, Jay just going to town with
You
2
don't want
big
to see
foam
me when
fingers.
I'm horny.
Here's my secret. I'm always horny.
I mean, guys, I think we should just end it there. But wow, that was hilarious.
I think
Unbelievable.
We cooked, man.
Another incredible episode. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming on, guys. That was fucking fascinating.
dude.
Thank you for having me.
That was great. I look forward to laying in bed alone tonight, having so much anxiety about what we talked about.
That was really great. You guys are both so interesting. It was so interesting to get both perspectives, and it's so nice to hear sort of from another horny guy, Che, to another one, where we come from and how we got here.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll find love, my guy.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Che Durena on tour right now. You got to check out his brand new podcast. It's killing it. Dark Holes. He's all over TikTok, Instagram. What else you got for him?
You just, if you want tour dates, go to chedurena.com. Che Durena on all platforms. That's CHEDURENA.
Tim Smith, truly one of my best pals. Love him to death. So funny, so good. You got to see him live. Where can the folks find you, Tim?
Find me on the dang Instagram, OLE Timmy Smith. That's old Timmy Smith. I'm on the road November and December, so come on out. See a dang show for once in your life.
Hell
What
yeah.
the hell?
I love you both so much. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
buddy. Appreciate it.
Tuck, what do you got for him, pal?
Thank you again, guys. Y'all know the motherfucking deal. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hit the Patreon. You're going to see me and Toby run train on a chick in a couple months here, so get ready for that. No promises, but I'd love to do it. For real, though, thanks so much for watching, guys. Y'all know the motherfucking deal. What a blast it's been. And I have nothing else to say. Tune in next week for another episode.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Subscribe, sign up for the page. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you in a couple days.
Right on.